Is it okay if I eat this?
Yeah.
Camera?
Come on in, we're casual.
Alright, cool.
eNtitY, nice to see you again. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
So, some more good, tough, close games. It seems like the games today that we've seen so far have been these scales that just kind of go like this, and then all of a sudden, bam. And it's clearly the case in that last game with that single Oracle that cleared out his entire economy.
Yeah.
Was that a plan, or you just find that sitting around and like, hey, he's busy, let's try to do something with this?
He's being so aggressive, he had nothing at home like the whole game. And I didn't really have anything else to do, so I thought it'd be a good idea. I thought I'd keep him at home a little bit contained, because he was on me the whole game. I needed to buy some time to get something up,
We saw a lot of Stargate play come out of you, whereas we didn't see so much out of your opponent. What is your feeling on the going Void Ray when your opponent is going heavy Blink Stalker?
Game 1, I thought I had won. When I took his Nexus down, I did all the damage to the Oracle. I was like, oh, this is over, because he's on Robo and I'm on Stargate, so I win. But I made the second Stargate way too early. Had 700 gas, no minerals. And I couldn't make voids, and he was blinking all around shit, and I was like, god damn it. I think I'm dead. And ended up getting me, and I don't know, I think I should have got Charge and then the double Stargate. Because, I don't know, if you go double Stargate and they're on Robo Gateway, it's pretty easy. You win the fight because they don't have anything to shoot up, you know what I mean? I don't know.
So the other thing we noticed, especially in that last game, there was a complete lack of upgrades from anybody. Is that just because...
It was just a shit fest. I couldn't do anything, I made the Forge think about upgrades, and I needed cannons more because he's DT crazy.
So you kind of also, in that last game, was a lot of interesting interactions because you both had Blink Stalkers. I mean, is that something that you feel relatively comfortable in doing, or is that you generally
It was completely reactionary.
Okay.
I kind of wanted to do the same thing I did game 2 to him. I thought he was going to, alright, because I played him last tournament, and he beat me with Cannon Rush on Daybreak in those spots. Okay, so he sent me to losers, and I was like, alright, I got to beat this guy this time. When you pick Cloud, it's not in the ladder anymore. It's just kind of a weird map to pick, and I was like, hey, it's a 2-player map PvP, he's probably going to cheese me. So, I had that in my mind. I was like, alright, he's going to Proxy Gate or Cannon Rush, right? It's a good map for both. So that's why I scouted, right away, really early, and I didn't see anything, and I was like, alright, I'm going to send it to his base. Hopefully I see some gateways there, and I didn't miss it or something crazy. So when I identified Blink, because when I pushed up his ramp, and we kind of traded Stalkers with that Vortex, I noticed he had 3-gate warp in, so I was like, okay, he's probably going Blink Stalker because he did it in game 1. It worked for him, and this map's really heavy Blink Stalkers. When I realized that, I didn't have that third probe in one of my gases all the time because I kind of was gonna plan on ending it, again, so I need the minerals. And then I kind of felt like I was behind. He had so many Stalkers, and I didn't really know what it was gonna happen from there.
So how do you feel about PvP in Heart of the Swarm?
It's kind of I don't know, because
so we're seeing a lot of different builds than in Wings of Liberty. We saw a lot of heavy Robo Colossus battles, but now we didn't see a single Colossus in any of your 3 games.
I know. Well, they suck. I'll hallucinate them, but that's about as far as I go now. Because you make Colossus. I mean, there was that game in the GSL somehow, or no, I don't know, it was Sase. I don't know if you saw it, but they both went 4 Robo Colossus on 4 bases. Why don't just make a Stargate, I don't know. So, and because he was going heavy harassment and Blink, so I didn't want to lock down Colossus. And all of my ladder games leading up to this has been Stargate, pretty much. I mean, sometimes DT, pretty much the standard Heart of the Swarm stuff, but it's better. It's kind of better than Mass Colossus because it's not figured out yet.
So it's going more the Protoss Harassy style.
Yeah, I don't really like late game that much because it's kind of just storms and tempests and everything everywhere, and it's less forgiving, which is good than Colossus Wars, but I don't know. It's definitely more action. It's more fun to watch, but PvP it's so hard to identify how many tempests they have because you're usually bunched up, how many temps they have because they're under the tempests, and I don't know. It's really hard to gauge a lot of things in that matchup. When I picked Whirlwind, I planned on ending it fast. I was like, I don't want this to go to late game, because it's not really my thing. I don't know.
So you came out on top. What do you foresee for the rest of the tournament?
Well, I'm going to play the winner of AC and Paladin next, and they're both my best friends. I've known Paladin. Paladin actually got me into StarCraft. In 2002, he was playing StarCraft, and I was trying to get him to come over all the time. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm in a StarCraft game, and I was like, what is that? And he's, oh, it's just a game. You can play tons of stuff on it. And he didn't do a good job explaining, but I saw it. I got into it, and we've been playing it since then. So
cool. So you brought some friends to the land.
Yeah, we're kind of the biggest rivals between each other. We've always been really competitive. We never want to lose to each other. and I hate playing him in tournaments because he just has a better tournament mind than me. So I'm thinking I'll play him next.
There's a lot of pressure that comes with it. I mean, if you guys would have seen how mirrored your builds were in all of those 3 games up until the 5 or 6 minute point, until either one of you went Robo
Paladin,
or one of you went the game you just played. Until the deviation of Robo versus Stargate, your builds were almost identical down to the second. And even your scouting patterns, your remote pylons, it was pretty interesting.
Yeah, that was it was a really, I don't know, I didn't know who was going to win the whole, especially game 3, it was just crazy.
Yeah, so far in this tournament, at least casting-wise, we have not seen any clear-cut games. They've all been balanced like that. Do you expect that going forward? Or do you expect, as it goes on later and you get it weeded out a little bit to see more aggressive or more cheese or anything like that?
I know most of the people in the tournament that are masters. I think it'll be pretty good. There's one master Zerk here. So hopefully he makes it through so people, can have all the races to watch. Because I know like if a pro gets eliminated early, I don't like watching tournaments.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be really close. The losers bracket's kind of, I have no idea at all. But the winners should be close.
Cool. All right. Well, we appreciate you taking a minute to come sit down with us, and good luck in the tournament.
I'll be back.
Hope so. So we're gonna take a second here and pull up this bracket so you can